Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome back to more Breath of the Wild. The search for Link's memories. A link to the memories. Yes, a link to the memories. Alright. Alright, so... I think this is Zelda's room? And a diary's in here, from what I hear. Except we've got a macablin. Macablin? Macablin. Whatever it is, the guy is called. Silver Moblin. That's what you call it. Perfect. Alright. Is this our room? I guess so. Suddenly got real fuzzy all of a sudden. Oh, cause it's actually raining outside. Oh yeah, this is probably it, right? Read Zelda's diary. Well, she probably wouldn't mind, right? Chad, do you think Zelda would mind us reading her diary? Well, she's not here to complain about it, so let's go. After meeting with the champions, I left to research the ancient technology, but nothing of note came of my research. The return of Ganon looms, a dark force taunting us from afar. I must learn all I can about the relics so we can stop him. If the fortune teller's prophecy is to believe, there isn't much time left. But turning over these thoughts in my head puts me ill at ease. I suppose I should turn in for the night. Yes, tomorrow my father is assigning him as my appointed knight. I set off a Goron City today to make some adjustments to Divine Beast via Redania. I still recall feeling his eyes on me as I walked ahead. The feeling stayed with me so long I grew anxious and wary. It is the same feeling I've felt before in his company, and still not a word passes his lips. I never know what he's thinking. It makes my imagination run wild, guessing at what he is thinking but will not say. What does the boy chosen by the sword that seals the darkness think of me? Will I ever truly know? Then I suppose it's simple. A daughter of Hyrule's royal family yet unable to use sealing magic. He must despise me. I said something awful to him today. My research was going nowhere. I was feeling depressed and I had told him repeatedly not to accompany me. But he did anyway, as he always does, and so I yelled at him without restraint. Link can only hear! He seems confused by my anger. I feel terribly guilty, and that guilt only makes me feel more agitated than I was before. I am unsure how to put today's events into words. Words so often evade me lately and now more than ever. He saved me. Without a thought for his own life, he protected me from the ruthless blades of the Yiga clan. Though I've been cold to him all this time, taking my selfish and childish anger out on him at every turn. Still, he was there for me. I will never forget that. Tomorrow I shall apologize for all that has transpired between us. And then I will try talking to him, to Link. It's worth a shot. It's probably good that we actually watched those memories now before we read them. Huh? Bit by bit, I've gotten Link to open up to me. It turns out he's quite a glutton. He can't resist a delicious meal. When I finally got around to asking why he's so quiet all the time, I could tell it was difficult for him to say, but he did. With so much at stake and so many eyes upon him, he feels it necessary to stay strong and to silently bear any burden. A feeling I know all too well. For him, it has caused him to stop outwardly expressing his thoughts and feelings. I always believed him to be simply a gifted person who had never faced a hard day of hardship. How wrong I was. Everyone has struggles that go unseen by the world. I was so absorbed with my own problems I failed to see his. I wish to talk with him more and to see what lies beneath those calm waters, to hear him speak freely and openly. And perhaps I, too, will be able to bare my soul to him and share the demons that have plagued me all these years. Father scolded me again today. He told me I am to have nothing more to do with researching ancient technology. He insisted that I focus instead on training that would help me awaken my sealing magic. I was so frustrated and ashamed I could not even speak. I've been training since I was a child, and yet Mother passed a year before my training was to begin. In losing her, I lost not just a mother, but a teacher. Mother used to smile at me, and tell me, Zelda, my love, all will be well in the end. You can't do anything. But she was wrong. No matter how I try or how much time passes, the sealing power that is my birthright evades me. Tomorrow I journey with Link to the Spring of Power to train, but this too will end in failure, such as my curse. This looks like it's covering one of each of the memories, right? I almost want to come back here after we've watched everything. Just so we can get a perspective after we actually see it, you know? That sounds like a good idea, right? Let's do that. I think we shall do that. Anything else around here? Oh, her room is just blocked off by itself. I see. Well, it's time for us to... look for the next memory slot, I suppose. Spring... That's a Spring of Power. We'll come back and read the rest of a diary once we've seen all the memories, I suppose. Do I have Dinral's skill? I will have to check. Damn, it's raining quite heavily. Yeah, it's a dragon shrine, right? Yeah, there we go. So the third one is the one I'm missing. I don't actually know where the shrine is here. But it looks like that's where it would be. Just by the layout. I think. That looks like that's where the shrine is, right? I mean, if it's not, then we'll just have to futz around, but I'm pretty sure that's where it is. Okay, cool. Gonna get more use out of the bike. Oh, it's still raining here. But this is a weird but enjoyable kind of vibe, right? Link riding a motorbike through the rain, through the Great Plains of Hyrule. It kind of makes you want to have a vehicle in all the open world games. Kinda. Although I guess you get to make your own... Did I mark the place correctly? Yeah, I did. This is probably not how they expected us to... It's probably not how Dinral expected us to enter the spring, but... We came riding in on our bike. Yeah, no bike's still there. We brought a divine beast up to the shrine. I'm probably allowed because it's a divine beast. Alright, what do you give me? Is it a piece of armor? It's probably a piece of armor, right? The other one gave me a piece of armor. Do we want to use the Master Sword for this one? Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? You ready for this old song and dance, my friends? Oh, of course. Yeah, we'll use this one. Actually, no, we'll use this one. We can see the health values now. So they expect you to Cryonis this, but... Do you think he'll ever learn chat? I don't think he will. Alright, leader. I could probably fight these guys in my sleep at this point. Huh. And I can do it very stylishly. They have multiple frost items now, so let's just drop this one. That's another weapon. Not a piece of armor. I'm a little sad. Well, a new fire weapon's probably good though. X. We can trade this in for a heart container. So I guess we'll do that. Okay, so memory spot. There we go. Here. Which I realized I never actually came in through this side. What does the outside of this look like? A secret hidden entrance. Surrounded by guardian stalkers.
I come seeking help regarding this power that has been handed down over time. Prayer will awaken my power to seal Ganon away. Or so I've been told all my life. And yet, Grandmother heard them. The voices from the spirit realm. And Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything. Father has told me time and time again. He always says, quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar. Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please, just tell me. What is it? What's wrong with me?
Not taking it so well, is she? I see. Okay. You know, I have no idea where this would be. There's not many landmarks to go on. I don't actually remember. If it's a place that's if that is the landmark, like the horse statue, it's somewhere that I haven't gone to yet, so... 21 horse statue in all of Hyrule. Well, I haven't come across it yet, so I don't know where it is. But judging by, it's somewhere near some mountains, I guess. Satori Mountain? Where is that? Oh, it's in Central Hyrule? Oh, it's this one. It's somewhere in here. Oh, so, before we go though, hang on. There's music in this location. There isn't usually music. It's like, I heard Zelda's lullaby. Yeah, I know, I'm just marking where the mountain is so that we can go visit around there. Yeah, you can barely hear it when you're out in the open because of the water sounds, but yeah, the springs have their own music. It's pleasant. Okay. Gonna spend some time looking around. It's probably somewhere around there. It would be a rainy night out here in Hyrule. Where can I cross the river? I guess I'll do it the old-fashioned way. I do see a road up there. Maybe some sort of path. Satori is the name of the four-legged mountain god? I see. It's also a type of yokai. I know this because of Toho. Alright, so this is the entrance, yeah. This is where we will come by if we wanted to go into where the mountain is. Okay, apparently the statue still exists, so we'll have to actually. If we find the statue, we'll find it. Oh yeah, I think I heard about that, right? The Lord of the Mountain. Aha. Sunnyden Park Ruins. There you go. Oh, I see. That would make sense, yeah.
Be sure to take the time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel. Your advice was quite helpful, thank you. This little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I should outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first. But it works. He wears it like a true natural. I'm trying to be a bit more empathetic. Benefit of the doubt, you know? See that mountain? That's Mount Lanayru. It takes its name from the goddess of wisdom. Lanayru's decree is very specific.
That's how you say that
It
name,
says
huh?
no one is allowed under the age of 17. For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain.
See that mountain? You can go there. I've been saying
I've
Lana
prayed at the
Ryu
spring
so
of
like all
courage
this whole time.
and at the spring of power, yet neither awoke anything inside me. But maybe up there. Perhaps the spring of wisdom, the final of the three, will be the one. To be honest, I have no real reason to think that will be the case. But there's always the chance that the next moment will change everything. Tomorrow is my 17th birthday. So then I shall go and make my way up the mountain.
Is that the day that the attack happened? That's probably a big oof if it was. Also, I have upgraded from horse to motorbike. Alright. Where would this be? It's a big old gate. But I don't know where a giant gate would exist. Guess the entrance. Yeah, I was thinking the entrance to Kakariko, but maybe it's. I don't remember the gate being that big. But I'll just roll it. I'll ride along the road there. You can take a little road trip around there and it'll be fine. Vroom vroom. Now where the Great Fairy Fountain is. Do I have it yet? I have a Great Fairy Fountain. I don't know if I have the one here. Oh, that's alright. We can take a little hike over. I mean, I don't really stream the exploration stuff that much cause, you know, I usually like to exploration is something I feel like I can do off stream in these type of open world games without too much fuss. Since I figure the stuff that people really want, like, to watch and stuff are like reactions to plot points, co-encounters and all that, so general mapping out the vicinity things I usually like to do off stream. But it's nice to have a little bit of time when we're just zooming around, taking in the world, right? I don't necessarily need it to be like the entire streams, but a little bit of it sprinkled in between is probably something that you guys want to see too, right? It's all part of the game and stuff. And hey, we have a motorbike, which most people probably didn't get to use very much because by the time the DLC came out, they already did explore everything. But I'm not in that situation just yet. I have plenty of stuff to do in the game, and this bike's gonna make it easier for us. So, yeah, let's make the most out of it. Hey, look at that. Roadkill. Well, it's a big old mountain pass. Feels like the gate would be like somewhere on a marked road. I'm sorry, chat. These guys are just not getting out of the way fast enough. Okay, this is where Kakariko is. And like the road looks like this. Excuse me, sir. Maybe it's the other end of the... Maybe the other end of the village. Disturbing all the folks with my really loud vehicle. It appears the road ends here. So wherever this bridge still is, it's not on a marked road, it seems like. Alright, if I was a Great Fairy Fountain, where would I be? Further up the mountain, perhaps. I don't mind doing a little bit of exploring, chat, so it's all good. Just futz around a bit. I haven't been in this area anyway, so it might be nice to do a bit of looking around. Unless you guys really want me to, you know, get on with it. No, there is water here, and where there's water, there's probably a spring, I think. Well, if nothing else, there's probably a Korok up here. I think I did too many jumps though. I definitely did too many jumps. Let me just get a good view of the area. probably. Yeah, haha. No, yeah, haha. Just an 8-foot blade. Oh well. Alright. Unless I'm missing the Yahaha. There is no Yahaha, just a katana. There's a big dank forest back there. Yeah, that looks like it. No, that's a shrine base. That's it.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Thank you, Sean Chiplock. Alright. We probably have enough rupees now, right? We just need 1,000. I don't got enough, man. I will have to come back. That's too slow. Alright, we are looking for the big gate. Bridge. Shrine base. This is probably the one... This is probably for the one that Impa's keeping, right? I'm assuming. I'm guessing we don't get that one until later. Man, they went fast. I'm hoping to sneak up on it. This guy's a squirrely. Yeah, I imagine there would be something like that. Alright. Surveying the area. Okay, ferry. Looks like a potential road. Or an abandoned road here. Seems viable. Yeah, this used to be an old road. That looks like it.
Oh.
The Yiga clan.
Oh.
Wait, you clan it's
Ah?
group of wave warriors, founded by Master Koga, who you defeated, set on defeating a hero long thought dead.
Hmm?
I will take your life. Yeah, cool story, bro. Right further down. This area is like a Mario Kart track now. This is legit a Mario Kart track. I'm running a little low on fuel already though. Better restock of apples. I don't know how much damage that did. He doesn't care that I ran him over too. So, the east gate, eh? Alright. This road, that was a really good road for riding the bike down though. For sure, for sure.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. How'd everything go up there on the mountain?
So you didn't feel anything? No power at all?
I'm sorry, no.
Then let's move on. You've done all you could. Feeling sorry for yourself won't be of any help. After all, it's not like your last shot was up there on Mount Lanayru. Anything could finally spark the power to seal Ganon away. We just have to keep looking for that thing.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
If I may, I thought you... well, I'm not sure how to put this into words. I'm actually quite embarrassed to say it. But I was thinking about what I do when I'm healing. You know, what usually goes through my mind. It helps when I think about...
It's here.
This is it then.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's awake. Ganon.
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champions, to your divine beasts, show that swirling swine who's boss. Link will need to meet Ganon head-on when we attack. This needs to be a unified assault. Little guy, you get to Hyrule Castle. You can count on us for support, but it's up to you to pound Ganon into oblivion.
Come, we should go. We need to get you someplace safe.
No. I'm not a child anymore. I may not be much use on the battlefield. But there must be something I can do to help.
So I actually did attack on that day, huh? And then the events of Hyrule Warriors. Kinda. Something like that. This one's hard. It's literally just a forest. It's a forest with no clues whatsoever, but given the context of what the story is setting up for, I have a guess, I guess. It might be this one. Because if this is leading up to how Link ended up in the Resurrection, Chamber of Resurrection, then probably here, right? This is the closest one. Check, I guess. I would imagine this is where it all went down. It's not? Huh. You're telling me it's not here? You have... It would make sense though. This is next to the... This is next to the Shrine of Resurrection, and there's trees, and it's a forest. Telling me it's not? It's not the final memory? Oh. Well... It's not this forest. By the way, did you guys also have performance, like, those weird performance hitches in... during the memories? So I don't know if that's normal or not. It happens? Okay, so it's not just me. Okay, there's a number of places it could be then, if it is Central Hyrule. If it's not up here, Forest of Time? Let's take a look. There's like 0 distinguishing features on this one. The Forest of a road running through it. The Forest of Time has a road running past it. This area. Yeah, that still doesn't narrow it down that much. We're gonna end up doing a bunch of exploring. Giant's Forest? Maybe. Well, if nothing else, we can just check all the forests, right? We have a bike. We can ride wherever we want. As long as we have enough apples. Okay, these look a little too sparse to be it. There's a Hinox in there. So it's not this one. Might be around that area. Or further down this way. Might be through the lake. Yeah, possible. I'm guessing this is the hardest one to locate just because we don't have a lot of clues. It's just a forest somewhere. We want to go facing... yeah, that way. Then we take a right. Well, I'm checking which, also checking which ones, have a road going through them. Might be that one. Oh, it doesn't kill it. Terrain here is flat. Yeah, it looks like the terrain here is flat. Not quite what we're looking for. Going a little further. Yeah, it doesn't look quite right. Maybe? Nope, this ain't it. Well, there is that small lich as well, so... maybe somewhere more mountainous. Somewhere a little more mountainous? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't that far from the previous memory, I don't know. We'll try that general vicinity. Oh, Blood Moon. Oh, there are like a dozen dead guardians here. Fort Harteno. Oh, this is new. I haven't been here before. Moth base? Oh, okay. This area looks important though. Like we've never been here. Snow Fort. Is there a shrine in this area? I see some rocks. A bunch of chests. Okay, apparently we're not in the right area anyway, so... Trying to manipulate this NPC to doing something funny. Okay, I don't think he's gonna shoot the NPC. It's probably not gonna work. What? Chad. That guy, that Yiga clan dude. He just walked into the pan and set himself on fire. What an idiot. Okay, apparently we're off base. Alright, Chad, just tell me, I guess. Where are we heading? Which forest is it? Is it this one? Village? Is it a village ruins? Lower right corner of Central Hyrule. Bottomless bear? What is a bottomless bear? That sounds dangerous. Sounds like an SCP. Is it this one? Bottomless bog. You've been working for Mr. Grist too long, that's what. It's too far south. Oh, there's wait, the bottom of the swamp. Hylia River. It's too far in. Are you sure it's the bottom right, chat? Bottom of the swamp? There's no road that goes through there though. So it's like somewhere in here. It is slightly misleading that there's no actual road that goes through there. There wasn't much help at all. Because I was about to follow the roads and actually like on the map and see which ones intersect with it. It turns out if I did that, I would have never found this place. To the right of it. Gotta take the bridge. Unless it's on the road and the forest is thinned out or something. I don't know. It's possible. Hello, it's you again. To the left in here. Did I hear the news? It's free content season? I have absolutely no clue what you're talking about. Pokemon presents with the 8. Oh. Oh, is it? Is it now? Okay, that's the generic. That's the generic one. 35 minutes of Pokemon news and updates. They're not being specific. So... free content? Yes, we will be watching it on stream. But, we shall be seeing the news about the DLC, obviously. And the release date is probably soon as well, right? It's actually been super long. Super long without any further updates, but... Wait, no, we did just get a trailer for the DLC. So DLC 2 stuff maybe, or at least a deep dive onto it. Yeah, we will be getting a deep dive, maybe a exact release date and a deep dive into the DLC. Updates to Go, updates to Pokemon Masters EX, updates to Pokemon Sleep, another Detective Pikachu 2 trailer, and that's it. Nothing else. That's what we're gonna be seeing. Alright, my thing's beeping at me. Yeah, Go is supposed to be about the Go Month Go Fest. A cafe remix. Oh yeah, I knew I was forgetting something. Alright. Apparently I've just never been to this stable before. Well, I guess we'll do the shrine first. Why do they spend so much time on cafe remix every direct? They're padding it out because they don't have any other content to show. I'm not expecting any spin-off games anymore. As big as it's because it's a game that they're adding stuff to, and they're reaching for stuff to add on. Because let's be real, all right, chat. Can we be real for a second? You guys don't mind, right? Can we be real? The last few Pokemon Presents, they are the epitome of this could have been an email. They do not. They're like, this didn't need to be a meeting. This could be an email. The last few Pokemon Presents have been like that. They've been ass. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't go that far. It's like, it's just that they don't have. They have clearly a central piece to show. And nothing much after that. So if they really wanted, they could have just shown that, like, you know, they show a whoops. They show the main trailer and then that would be it. And normally they have a side game to announce and show, which is like, okay, they have 2 games to showcase, but otherwise it's just small updates about their ongoing games, which is, you know, all well and good. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that, you know. Okay, I can't have to leapfrog my way over. But yeah, I mean, I think the minimum amount of stuff they usually need to have is like main game stuff, and spin-off game. You need to have those 2. And the last few Pokemon Presents, they haven't actually had any new side game announcements, you know? Which is why they felt a little empty, because I think most people are there for they're there for spin-off game announcements and main game news. Spectrum stuff is busy. You're not gonna get a new mystery dungeon, chat. It's not happening. Spectrum stuff is busy. You know, they're making that. Are they making Jujutsu Kaisen? I think they might be. Good idea. That was not a good idea. They made. It's I don't remember which studio it is. No, it's the My Hero. It's the My Hero devs. Those are the ones that are. The My Hero devs are the ones doing the new Jujutsu Kaisen game. Okay, so actually maybe Spike shuts off as a empty state right now. They did just release Raincoat. I don't think they're working on anything else right now. It's actually, yeah, it might be possible. It might be possible, but I think the spin-off game slate is already taken up by Detective Pikachu 2, so I doubt they're getting another spin-off game announcement. In fact, they usually save Pokemon announcements for Pokemon Presents, right? But in the last Nintendo Direct, they showed DLC. They showed DLC information and they debuted Detective Pikachu 2. Which is funny because I think that's why it feels weird that they're doing a Pokemon Presents now. Consider the Worlds is coming up very soon. Yeah. So someone else says they don't announce jack shit at the Worlds. They've never announced jack shit at Worlds. Come on. Nobody watches Worlds. As far as the general public does. Yes, they do. Not game stuff. You know, that Pokemon Worlds... You know, no. The announcement at Pokemon Worlds is that Pokemon Worlds is cancelled. That's what they announced. No more Pokemon Worlds. They're gonna announce it the day before the event too, after everyone's already in Japan. They're gonna say, sorry, the circuit's cancelled. That's the announcement, chat. There won't be any there won't be any game announcements or anything of the sort. It's just gonna be the circuit is cancelled. Please buy our DLC. That's all. That's all you get. This is gonna be a weird VOD to watch back on when people are watching. If people are going through my old VODs and stuff and like, why did the streamer suddenly pause halfway through collecting Zelda's Link's memories to rant about Pokemon? I'm just keeping my expectations in check, all right? Wait, seriously though, they've never announced anything major at Worlds, right? They maybe show, I don't know. You're talking about TCG stuff or like you're talking about TCG stuff or whatnot, right? Like maybe they announced some small things here and there. They announced merch, but they've never like debuted game information at Worlds. Yeah, that's a TCG. They've never debuted game stuff, and that's the stuff people want to know about. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Last year's Worlds had like a one-time... They had a small trailer for Scarlet and Violet, which debuted like a couple new held items and abilities. That was it. Which was basically just like as good as like part of the regular content drop on YouTube and stuff. So they've never made major game announcements at Worlds. So no, they're not saving anything. On that end, they're not saving anything for Worlds, for sure. But like I said, the timing of this Pokemon Presents just feels weird because we just got Pokemon information. Like we just got Pokemon information in the last Nintendo Direct, and that wasn't that long ago. And they showed DLC information, and they showed Detective Pikachu 2, main game information, and a spin-off. So what's there new to announce at Pokemon Presents at this point? They've already shown their hand, unless they're doing deep dives into these two. Which is what I expect they're going to do. I don't think they're going to... I don't actually think they're going to debut anything new at this Pokemon Presents, you know? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think we're going to get a deep dive into Pokemon, Detective Pikachu 2 and a deep dive into the DLC. There's not going to be any new game announcements. That's my prediction. That's where my expectations are right now. Just because of the the slate of like the slate of announcements that they have. I doubt they have a second spin-off game ready in the wings. So actually, yeah, they just released Sleep. They just released Pokemon Sleep. So you know, they don't have news. They don't have news, chat. Expect like. I'm usually pretty ambivalent towards Pokemon Presents. Let's be honest. Like, I'm not a doomer, and I'm also not like getting my hopes up that high for these kind of things. I just kind of go into them and I like see what they have to show off. But the context for this Pokemon Presents, given the timing, I highly doubt they have anything new to show. It's gonna be deep dives on existing stuff. And that's about sums it up, I guess. And if they show me new stuff about the DLC, they show me new stuff about Detective Pikachu 2, honestly, I'm happy. I'm good enough with that. Anything else would be a nice surprise. But I'm not expecting more than that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, enough talk about Pokemon. I will be playing the DLC when it comes out. And maybe I'll do a bit more VGC, I don't know. I did a bit of VGC in the first season, and I had fun. But I haven't really felt that motivated to go and like do more of it. Maybe when I Ribbon Master one of my Pokemon in and I need to get the win. But we'll see. For now though, back to Zelda. Alright, so it's somewhere in this forest, I guess. I don't see a road though. Interesting. It's probably a Korok. But I didn't even do anything, that's all I just grabbed. Those from the outside. That's just cause it's raining. Okay, I see a couple ledges, but no road. Is that it? No, that's the river. To the west of this, right? This one's a little harder to find, so... I don't mind asking for help. This is probably the hardest memory. It's really nondescript. Entirely different game engines. Well, yeah, one of them is compatible with Wii U and the other isn't. So clearly a lot's changed. Rip Hearty Durians, and we didn't need them. I beat Ganon with no upgrades whatsoever. Twice. Oh, it is? It's across the river. Okay. Huh. Go figure. Actually, now I'm curious. Can I get enough airtime? Alright, chat. This is either going to be the coolest thing ever, or it's gonna be hilariously fail. Y'all watch Fast and Furious, right? You guys have seen Fast and Furious? Alright. Our last line of defense will be Link. It was much wider than I expected it to be. Is there a better place to ramp off? Yeah, I might just not have enough speed. Alright. This one looks a little better for ramping up, so... No, the way the riverbank is angled is just not going to work. There's too much ground underneath where the ramp ups are. It didn't even fail in a particularly interesting way, Chad. I'm sad. Yeah, it wasn't a hilarious fail, it was just a fizzle. There's no road here. There's no way you could tell that it's in this area from the road. It's all overgrown and stuff. Yeah, there may have been... That's not a road, Chad. You lied to me. You'll send me on the wrong wild goose... You sent me on a wild goose chase. You were like, it's a forest where a road goes through. I'll see you over there, sir, but I'm gonna have to talk to you later, alright? It's a dirt path. When you say road, I think actual road on the map, you know? Can't believe chat lied to me again. Oh, what happened?
How did it come to this?
I'm guessing this is when everything got, this is when Ganon
Divine beasts.
yoinked everything.
The
Yeah.
Guardians. They've
Yep.
all turned against us.
Yep.
It was Calamity Ganon. It turned them all against us. And everyone, Mifa, Urbosa, Rivali and Daruk, they're all trapped inside those things. It's all my fault. Our only hope for defeating Ganon is lost. All because I couldn't harness this cursed power. Everything I've done up until now, it was all for nothing.
Yeah, have a good one.
So I really am just a failure. All my friends, the entire kingdom, my father most of all. I tried and I failed them all. I left them all to die.
Damn, that one's just sad. That's the one everyone praises, right? Like one of the most iconic moments. You found our location of all 12 pictures! Hooray! The Yiga clansman still just there in the back as well. Alright, dude, you having a good one? Alright. He just stood there watching us have a flashback and waited patiently. Alright, peace. Go back to Kakariko now, I guess. Well, well, you've returned. What is it? No, all 12 pictures already. You visited every place.
Oh.
Then I suppose it's time. I will reveal the location of the final memory. Here is what happened. Lady Zelda gave me specific instructions. She asked me to wait to show you this. This is the final picture. Does it look familiar? From this village, you should be able to get there in a half day's time. Now go, child. Seek out what Lady Zelda has shown you. Actually, no, I can be closer, right? I don't need to. Well, it's a few to defeat the Guardians, and... well, I'm pretty sure that's for Akala. Akala? Akala. I lost track of it. Solve this. Hateno. Alright then. Look like a significant location. Well, yeah, there's like a dozen wrecked Guardians there. It's probably where a battle went down. Alright. Okay, so are we looking like right out in the middle of the field? That's the location. Is that inside or outside? No Guardians here, outside. You think I get beamed? Okay, let's fill the broken pillars. Ow! Okay, you know what? Fair. I did run one of you over just now. Okay. What angle are we looking at it from? I can recognize some of the embankments, so... From up here. This part should be glowing, right, chat? Like usual. This is a modern picture, so we need to line. We can use the guardians in there to line up exactly with it. Looking straight at something. Definitely in this area. That's the gate at the back, yeah. Maybe from this side. What are we looking at down the middle? It's a little hard to tell exactly what angle this is. And it's definitely facing the fort. Right, yeah, it's gotta be facing the fort. Chat, is it from the POV of the photo, or is it just like that, or is that just to get us in the generic like the general region of it? POV of the photo, but it's a glowing shot. Okay, so it is outside of the fort somewhere. Starting from the gate, and we're looking back. How far back is that? Actually, is it looking at the gate? Maybe I just need to get to a high place and look. Higher. Got a broken pillar. Of which we have several. I guess the most prominent ones will be that one. Do we need to be further back? We might need to be further back. Like how much further back? Are we talking even further back? Like around here. This is clearly too far back. There's just a random fairy hiding in the grass here. Cool. Alright, am I missing it? Alright, Chad, help me out here. I don't know what I'm missing. I am in the right spot, right? First of all. It is in this field of dead guardians. I'm not completely off base here. Okay, so the question is just where is this spot? And why can't I find it after all this time? Could you give me a hint as to which direction I should be looking? Because glancing at this and like it should be, yeah, this way. In fact, it should be like around here, I think. In the middle of Ash Swamp? Wait, I'm completely off base. It's back there. Chat, when I said in the general vicinity, I mean like directly in front of this gate. You're telling me it's back there? And the glare is so high now, I can't see anything. Chad, that wasn't the gate I was looking at in the photo. See, you know, that's a bunch of rocks, that's a different thing. Yeah, that's much further back than I thought it was gonna be. So the spot should be somewhere here then. For it to be able to... Yeah, like this is the angle. And I'm pretty sure this is the spot. I don't know, I was going off this thing. Does that look like the thing in the photo? I broke it now though. There's a lot of places that look very similar. This is it? Which way are we looking though? It's like looking towards that way, right? Yeah. Facing this way? Hang on. Okay, yeah, now I see it. I thought that gate in the back was much closer than I thought than originally though. Alright. Well, at least we found it. Took us a second, but, you know. missed too many parries and broke all his shields. That's what happened.
The sword. So he can still be saved?
Princess! Princess, are you all right?
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands.
And that's how we led to the start of the game, huh?
Link, you have recovered all of your memories of us from 100 years ago. I am here, inside Hyrule Castle. It is now time for you to defeat Ganon.
Is it really though? Well, we already did beat Ganon, you know? So... While Zelda may think it is time for us to beat Ganon, really, it is time for us to go buy a house or something. I don't know. Well, we do want to read the rest of the diary now though, but yeah, that was nice. We actually got everything there. And also, we haven't done anything else yet, so no. There we go, we can see the memories, what the order was now. Alright, so it was this, and then Rivali's nonsense, this, Daruk's one, Rosa, Vega, Premonitions. And the rest of them are in order for the most part. Awakening. And then the Master Swords at the end, yeah. I figured that's where that one fit. Alright. Let's go read the rest of that diary first, yeah? That'll probably be a good way to cap this off. The lore stream. I haven't done any other side quests. That will be for the next few sessions, I guess. We'll go around and we'll do all the major side quests. And we'll also go Trout the Swords. Trout the Sword is also something that we have to do. That should be fun. Eventide Island too, we haven't done that. So yeah, there's plenty. There's still a lot of game left, chat, but we have caught up with the lore stream. So to cap off the lore stream, we're going to read the rest of the diary and get Zelda's perspective on all this. Yeah, and also with all this stuff here. You know, I heard that like the diary, no, sorry, not diary, the adventure log in the Japanese version is actually written in first person. So you actually like see Link's stuff, like you see Link's perspective on things. Enough silliness. Oh, did it now respawn? Oh dear. Well.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Wow, that is really fast respawning. Well, we're gonna have to deal with him if we want to read the diary anyway, it looks like. Alright. Let's cap this lore stream off with the rest of Zelda's diary. Can't jump to a specific page, so I have to get through them. Alright, here we go. I had a dream last night. In a place consumed by darkness, a lone woman gazed at me, hailed by blinding light. I sensed she was not of this world. I don't know if she was a fairy or a goddess, but she was beautiful. Her lips spoke urgently, but her voice did not reach me. Would I have heard her if my power was awoken? Or was my dream simply a manifestation of my fears? I am sure I will know the answer soon, whether I wish to or not. I turned 17 today. That means this is the day I will finally be allowed to train at the Spring of Wisdom. When Link arrives, we will set out from Mount Lanayru. The other champions will accompany us there. I have not seen my father since he last scolded me. Things are too strained now. I will meet with him when I return. Actually, I've had a horrible feeling ever since that weird dream. No one will believe a failure of a princess, but right now, for no particular reason, I am filled with a strange and terrible uncertainty that something awful is about to happen. And then she never, yeah, I guess that would make sense. She will never get back here in time to fill in more entries or whatnot. Alright, so that's the lore. I think we have some better understanding of what went down, for sure. Alright. Well, we have a little bit of time. Do you want... What say we go read the Champions' Diaries, then? I think we have a little bit of time to go and do that, so... Champion Diaries are gonna be good for lore as well, right? Pretty sure. Alright, let's start with the one that will get us into the most trouble. Would Daruk's diary be in Goron City? I guess we'll check. The house behind the rolling inn. Okay. So these are diaries that you get if you get the DLC, Champions Ballet. Then you get access to their diaries, and we get a little bit of extra lore. So this is DLC content, DLC story content. Yep. The house behind the rolling inn. Oh, that's fast. There's a house behind this inn. That one? Aha. Yeah, this is probably it. Daruk's training journal. Here we go, chat. I'm gonna start writing in this diary thing starting now. Ugh, a diary. Maybe I'll call it my training journal. They say all you gotta do is write down stuff that happens. Us Gorons prefer the simple life, so I hope simple stuff counts. Let's see, for today's journal entry, what should I write about? Oh, I know, I had some rock rose from the peak of Death Mountain. It was delicious. I think I'll eat more of it soon. I talked to some Hylians at the base of the mountain. All anyone wants to talk about these days is Calamity Ganon. Reminds me of when those tiny Shekia came to Death Mountain a few years ago to dig up that divine beast or whatever. The Hylians were saying that beast thing is a weapon someone will need to learn how to control. Back in the good old days, Gorons didn't worry about relics we couldn't eat. Now I'm hungry. Maybe I'll track down a prime rock rose for one of my dinners tonight. Today I saw someone being attacked when I was out looking for lunch rocks at the peak. He was a little tiny guy, so I rushed down the mountain to help him. I was shocked to find he was handy with a sword. By the time I rode his way, he'd already taken out all the monsters. I couldn't help but admire his Goron-like strength. While I was distracted, a monster almost got the jump on me. He stopped it. The Great Daruk, saved by a tiny Hylian. I must have had a dopey look on my face when that happened. Hope he didn't notice. Is it me? I guess it was me. The little Hylian from before is named Link. He's got a respectable appetite, loves to eat meat, fruit, vegetables, all sorts of things a decent person wouldn't dream of eating. Link will cook up and eat just about anything. I offered him some grade A rock rolls to help refine his palate. I asked him how he tasted. He liked it so much he was speechless. I knew Hylians could eat rocks too. Eating isn't the only thing Link and I have in common. The little guy is also incredibly strong. He said sometimes when he focuses, he feels like time slows down. Heh, I really like that guy. Ah. Poking fun at some of the stuff. He's the type of guy you can trust to have your back and also have a nice hearty meal with. Yeah, that settles it. From now on, Link is an official brother. Hyrule's little princess came to Goron City and asked me to pilot the divine beast. I said yes. The Great Daruk never turns down someone in need. When I said I would, the princess seemed really happy. There will be 4 champions to control 4 divine beasts and 1 swordsman to take on Ganon. Including the princess, our anti-Ganon team is 6 strong, made up of all different kinds of people. This is the makings of an epic feast. I got the ball rolling by giving the princess my best rock rose. She said thanks, but I think she was holding back a grimace. Must have had something foul on her mind. I'm a champion now. Feels good. I hadn't talked with Link in a while, so seeing him at the inauguration ceremony was nice. It was a good day. Oh, word has it Link has been chosen as Zelda's appointed knight. I can't think of a better brother for the job. I hear one of those ancient machines things went nuts during some tests and shot out deadly beams. With true Goron spirit, Link grabbed the pot lid from the ground and deflected the blast. Wow, it's canon. It's canon that he can just do that. Shield parry them. It's nice to know that the way we did it was canon, Link. He nailed the thing in its weak spot and saved the day. His bravery caught the king's eye, and not long after that, it was pointed to God Zelda. Oh. Chat, it was him parrying a laser was what got him into that position. Go figure. I'd expect nothing less from the little guy. I've been chosen to pilot Redania, but I was having trouble controlling it. I was the only champion who was struggling. I asked Link for advice, but he just shoved me into the Divine Beast so I could explore it aimlessly all day. I can't explain it, but by the end of the day I was able to control Redania just how I wanted to. I guess experience is the best teacher. Little guy's strength must come from working hard and never giving up. Good lesson, brother. As thanks, I'm gonna treat him to some gourmet sirloin rock. All my Hylian brother seems to do these days is watch over the tiny princess while she does her research. It looks like tough work, but the princess seems a lot happier and talks more since she's been doing it, so it must be okay. I hear the little guy has finally opened up about his troubles to the princess while they were shoveling food. Surprisingly, she opened up right back. Said something princessy like, I guess we were the same, you and I. Sounds heavy. They must have been bonding over their food preferences. That'll do it, alright. Speaking of opening up, all this journal writing has made me realize something about myself. Writing makes me hungry. Ah, that was nice. Right? It was pretty nice. Blessing. Alright. Alright, Mipha next, I guess. So I guess we do get more about the champions. You just have to go find their diaries, that's all. After you get more scenes with them. Alright, Mipha. Where would your stuff be? I'm assuming the throne room, or at least next to it. It's probably somewhere up there. Oh, we actually have more dialogue when we talk about it. Tell me about Mipha. Where's her room? Mipha's diary. Oh, there we go. We got another thing. It's on the table over there. Oh, okay. Oh, it's right here. Alright, cool. Okay, Mipha's diary. At the request of Hyrule's king, a group of outsiders came to greet us at the domain. One of them was a Hylian child of only about 4 years of age. His name was Link. He made quite a first impression. He was curious and full of energy, with a ready smile. Aren't all Hylian children that way? One thing that surely sets him apart is his swordsmanship, which I hear is exceptional. He has even bested adults. He must be somewhat reckless, however, as he was covered in bruises. Wishing to be helpful, I healed his wounds for him. It must have been his first time seeing healing magic as he looked up at me with big round eyes. It was adorable. The divine beast was excavated from Zora's domain. This one is called Varuta. The first time I laid eyes on Ruta, I was surprised by how cute it was. It's so big and round with a long, awkward nose. According to the Shekia who found Ruta, divine beasts require someone worthy to control them. It's fun to imagine someone piloting this enormous beast in the distant past. I wonder who will have that honor next. Link came to visit the domain. It feels like forever since he was here last. He no longer resembles the child I first met. He is now an accomplished knight and keeper of the sword that seals the darkness. I am so proud. However, he hardly speaks anymore and smiles even more rarely. He is still the kind soul I knew, but something has changed. I asked him if something had happened, if something was wrong. He merely shook his head. Perhaps it is his newly acquired height, but I fear he is ever looking past me, into the distance beyond. The Princess of Hyrule paid a special visit to the domain. She asked me if I would agree to pilot a divine beast. She told me she needs my help to face the calamity. My heart knew at once what to do. I agreed without reservation. Calamity Ganon must not be resurrected. If he is, there is no way to ensure the safety of my people or of anyone. I do not know what will happen. All I know is that if there is anything I can do to help, I must try. I must protect Hyrule. There is also that the divine beasts are meant to assist the chosen hero when he faces Ganon. In this way, I can help Link. Link came to visit me. It had been ages. I told him the Linnell of Plymouth Mountain had been terrorizing everyone lately. When I said that, he started walking toward the mountain without a word. Spellbound, I followed him there. When we were almost there, he told me to turn back. He insisted he would be fine on his own. I stubbornly stayed. Oh, I argued. The Linnell attacked us from behind. I was sure we had met our end. How silly of me to doubt. With a sure hand and a fierce gleam in his eye, Link unsheathed the sword that seals the darkness and defeated our foe. His swordsmanship was swift and graceful. I was fascinated by the beauty of his movements. Though I should have been terrified, I could not help but feel safe in the presence of my dear friend. His kindness and determination to help those in need, his strength and skill. My heart is drawn to his. I am doomed. The last beautiful move Link performed on the mountain is called a spin attack. Perhaps I would attempt it with my spear. Father has finally given his blessing for me to pilot the divine beast. The threat of the calamity can no longer be ignored. Father said that Zora must play their part. He seemed on the brink of tears when he made me promise to return unharmed. My eyes burned with tears as well, so I simply nodded. Second could hardly look at me, Nuzu left partway through. I feel awful for putting them through this, but I must do what I can to help Link. I could never forgive myself otherwise. Speaking of Link, I have at last finished gathering the materials for the armor. I shall start making it at once. Today was the inauguration ceremony at Hyrule Castle. It was an honor to take part, however. Honestly, I do not remember much about it, but only because something unforgettable happened afterward. I experienced something wondrous, a beautiful moment in time I shall treasure forever. I am grateful to the princess for agreeing to my request, and to Derek for bringing me closer to Link. Oh, I did hear something that shocked me enough to almost overshadow that happy moment. Link had been chosen to guard the princess wherever she goes. They shall be spending much time together. But she's referring to the photo. I finally completed that special armor for Link. I am confident it will fit him perfectly. He is coming to the domain soon. I hope to give him my gift when I see him, but should I really go through with it? According to the old legend, long ago a Zora princess fell in love with a Hylian swordsman. Perhaps there is hope. This will be a rare occasion that Link is not accompanying the princess. We should have some time to ourselves. Oh, I have an idea. At sunset I shall ride upon Ruta with Link. Zora, princess of the past, please lend me your courage. Oh. It didn't work out that well, did it? Unfortunate. Alright, Gerudo. And unfortunately we will not be able to get in unless we're wearing the Gerudo outfit as per usual, so we'll have to put it on. Link Azarias, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Alright. Two more diaries, I suppose. I gotta put the whole thing on. They have appearances to keep up. Alright, I'm assuming the diary is in the room. Probably. Second floor. If it's not there, then it's probably in the... it's somewhere in this building, probably. yeah, upstairs, I guess. Oh, yep, there it is. Diary of Makila Riju, Chief of the Gerudo. Beliara told me today that Mother has passed on and gone to a better place. She said that my mother's death means I am now the chief of the Gerudo people. I wish it stayed here though. I don't see how it can be a better place with us apart. Ever since I became the chief, the people in town have been a lot nicer to me. But if I look at it carefully, I can still see the worry in their eyes. It seems more common than when Mother was chief. Mother, will I ever be as great a chief as you were? Oh, she was so young she didn't even realize that she died. She just still rationalizing as she left. The divine beast Va Naboris, which supposedly has been sleeping in the desert, has suddenly woken up. Mother once told me that Naboris is the deity of protection for the Gerudo people, but it doesn't seem that way. I plan to investigate tomorrow. I have to find out more. Having investigated the divine beast Va Naboris, I can say that if it came to Gerudo town, we'd be helpless. When I drew close to it, using my wonderful sand seal Patricia, I was driven back by a sandstorm and lightning. I turned Patricia towards home, but a monster spooked her and she fled directly towards Naboris again. The next thing I remember is Boliara standing over me, her face full of worry. Ever since I went to investigate the divine beast, Boliara has made a point of never leaving my side. Even now, with such a valuable heirloom stolen by thieves, she refuses to tear herself away from me for even a moment. She takes all the blame for the theft, however. Nothing can change her mind about being responsible. Meanwhile, I can't help but feel that the theft happened because I am not yet ready to be chief. The soldiers search tirelessly, trying to recover the heirloom. No one says a word about my leadership, but they must be thinking about how powerless their chief has proven to be. Thanks to the tireless efforts of my soldiers, we've located the thieves' hideout. Definitely uncommon criminals though, we haven't been able to get anywhere close to the place. Think that the Thunder Helm is right there, yet we can't take it back. Mother, Lady Urbosa, please give me your guidance. My prayers were answered. One of the champions of old has appeared. Boliara was wary, but he has proven himself by taking our heirloom back from the thieves and calming Naboris. She now seems to trust his abilities. She even seems to not mind that he is a Vol. She's so focused and serious. Always by the book. I'm surprised she's okay with him. So that's Riju's diary. Is this Urbosa's? Yep, this is Urbosa's. A dear friend from afar came to visit Gerudo town today. It is always a pleasure to see the Queen of Hyrule. She described her reason for coming as urgent. She wished for me to meet her newborn child. Her sweet daughter's name is Zelda. She has her mother's smile. I cannot help but cherish her already. I told her that Zelda is sure to grow up into a dignified and beautiful queen just like her mother. Her friend thanked me but said that looks are fleeting and instead she wishes for Zelda to be blessed with true happiness. The way she gazes upon her daughter, her little bird as she calls her, I have never seen such unconditional love. It has been a long while since we laid my dear friend the Queen to rest. I only now have the will to write again. It was so sudden, I still can't believe she is gone. All of my sweet memories of her keep running through my mind. Even now, I can hardly keep the tears at bay. Young Zelda kept her head held high as she said her final goodbye to her mother at the funeral. She carried herself as a true princess, but I can sense the deep grief she is hiding within. I worry for her. I made a voyage to visit Hyrule. After speaking with the king, I saw Zelda for the first time in a year. In truth, it was my concern for her that brought me there. The king allowed me to keep her company as she went to the spring for her training. There, Zelda prayed and prayed in the spring's icy waters until the sun set. I told her many times to stop, but she wouldn't listen. I eventually had to drag her out of the water. Zelda gazed at me for the longest time with heartbreaking vulnerability. Eventually, in a tiny voice, she told me of the pressure and panic she feels at not being able to fulfill her sacred duty. She whispered over and over, "Why can I not do as the royal daughters of the past have done? What is wrong with me?" All I could do was hold her close and listen. I pray that is enough. Emissaries from Hyrule came to see me today. They informed me that I have been chosen to pilot the Divine Beast. My people are uneasy about it. They tell me such a dangerous task is not fitting for the chief. I understand their fear. However, I intend to accept this task. Calamity Ganon's resurrection does not only threaten Hyrule, but the whole world. I refuse to sit idly by. Ganon is also closely associated with the Gerudo, an association I deeply resent. I believe Zelda will be here soon to receive my official answer. I am excited to see her, as always. I attended the inauguration ceremony alongside the other champions whom I share a fate with. Zelda, Revali, Mipha, and Link are so young. They are Hyrule's future. Daruk and I hope to help them see that future. However, one thing did trouble me. Zelda was uncharacteristically cold towards Link. I can imagine why. I hear Link has been assigned as Zelda's guardian knight. I hope they find a way to get along. Link requested to meet with me today. He tells me Zelda exploited a law that restricts men from entering town to slip away from him. I told him of a trick that will allow him to entrance and he was able to get in. By then, however, Zelda was long gone. I promised to let him know if I saw her, so he reluctantly returned home. In a similar yet distinct way, Link seems to have trouble expressing himself. Perhaps the two can help each other, that is, if she ever gives him the chance. So that's what happened, huh? That's how she... Yeah, that's a nice little bit of lore detail. That's how she ditched him. She went in here. And that's why she was attacked by the Yiga clan outside here. Got it. Today I accompanied Zelda as she went to research Navaris. When the sun set, the poor exhausted girl drifted to sleep. I sent word to Link, who showed up at Navaris faster than I expected. Although it is none of my business, I felt the least I could do to bridge their gap was to share some things about Zelda. The rest is up to them. I am so happy to say that Zelda smiles much more often lately. It seems she and Link have finally learned to get along. I hope this will have a positive effect on her training. However, I am concerned we may be running out of time. Whenever I hear monster attacks or other unusual events plaguing the kingdom, my concern grows. All I can do is pray that Zelda, my little bird, has enough time. I do not pray to the goddesses, but to her mother, my dearest friend, how I miss her. That's a sweet little one. Alright, last stop. The man who most likely really doesn't want us to read his diary, but he can't do anything about it, so we're gonna read his diary anyway. Ho 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 ho. He definitely, like... in before his diary has on the front page, keep out Link or something. That'd be funny. I'm guessing the chief's house?
Oh.
Alright, tell me about Rivali.
Oh.
Here's about Master Rivali. Perfect timing. Found his diary. Left Teba in charge of it. Ah. The flight range. Okay. Took it to his home. Alright. Which one is Teba's house? He does not react. Hello, chat. Hi, hi, hi. Here. Who? Yeah, he really doesn't care. Also, aren't you supposed to be asleep? What am I doing? We are reading the Champion's Diaries. Oh yeah, Teba's house is right here. Hello, Teba. How you doing? Because we'll be babysitting Tulin at the flight range. Something in your mind. Tell me about Rivali. We use wings to fly forward, wings lift us up. We cannot ascend on our own. We used to believe this irrevocable truth until Master Rivali's feat changed everything. And the creators on updraft? I see. I am lacking in that way. Some days are passing. Gonna teach himself. And here's the kid. He's gonna be helping us in the next game. Hi. It's you. Sounds like Dad's feeling a lot better. He's be able to take me to the flight range soon. Come back later and play. Alright. He will. Alright, let's read the diary. The Diary of Rivali, the Rito legend. The Legend of Rivali. Has a nice ring to it. I won another archery competition today. As one would expect, the village can't stop talking about my winning streak. In short order, I've managed to break all of the previous records and set an insurmountably high bar. Everywhere I go, I receive praise and affirmations that I am the pride of the Rito. I could get used to this. The elder asked me what I would like as a prize for my achievements. I told him I wish for an archery training ground. If I am to keep this up, I need someone to train at varying elevations. I'm hoping to master a new move I've dreamed up. I keep pushing my archery skills to the limit. My dive is ideal, but the ensuing ascent is not as smooth as I wish it was. I must return to the flight range again tomorrow. There I will become stronger, better. I won't rest until I succeed. The Rito children look up to me. I hear they wish to start training at the flight range too. Perhaps it's not a bad idea to allow everyone to use my training space. These are dangerous times after all. Tomorrow I will try a new strategy I've been devising to control the updraft. I refuse to believe it's impossible. So Rivali is a shonen hero. Huh. There is a persistent rumor in town that Calamity's Ganon resurrection is imminent. It can't be true, right? A few years ago, scientists dug up an ancient mechanical beast called Meadow. It was supposedly used to fight Ganon. Hyrule's royal family is in search of someone to pilot the beast. They say to do so requires something beyond skill. They say one's soul must contain an incredible sacred power for a divine beast to recognize them as master. They should just ask for me by name. To control the divine beast and defeat the Calamity would finally allow me to prove myself to the world. Hyrule's princess stopped dawdling and asked me to pilot the divine beast. I asked what our plan is. I wish I hadn't. It is completely absurd. The divine beast is a little more than backup for some Hylian knight who has the honor of fighting Calamity Ganon. Me, a sidekick! I thought of declining, but then she looked me dead in the eye and held my gaze as she said, "We must protect the precious life of this land from the Calamity's grasp at all costs. Hyrule needs you, Rivali." It was so corny I almost died, but I won't soon forget the look in her eyes. She meant it with all of her heart. I thought the Hylians were only thought of themselves, but I suppose there's an exception to every rule. I'm going to accept, of course, but out of self-respect, I'm going to let her sweat it out a bit longer. Hyrule's princess is coming by to ask for my answer tomorrow. She will surely be overcome with joy when I accept. And her timing is exceptional. I am close. So close to mastering my new move and showing everyone what I'm capable of. When they see me, they will know without doubt it should be me fighting Ganon instead of that pathetic knight. I can see it now. The king and princess and the knight all on their knees begging me to defeat Ganon for them. They'll say, "Please, Master Rivali, please use your otherworldly skills and intellect to defeat Calamity Ganon." I look forward to that day. I journeyed to Hyrule Castle for an inauguration ceremony. I now bear the grand title of champion. Meaningless pomp if you ask me. If true strength relied only on title and uniform, everyone would be a champion. I do like the blue scarf though. The annoyingly silent knight was as emotionless as usual. I can never tell what's on his mind. Likely nothing at all. Somehow I can't help but believe the stories about him beating adult knights in swordplay when he was only a child. Still, he doesn't stand a chance against me. There is no one alive who can keep up with my aerial combat. That reminds me, it's about time I came up with a fitting name for that move I created. What kind of name would be worthy? Rivali's something. Tornado? Whirlwind? Masterpiece? The princess came to the village on official business along with her shadow, that insufferable knight. I tried to talk to him while the princess met with the elder, but he was his usual quiet self. Why do people like him so? I also gave him the privilege of seeing me perform Rivali's Guild. Nothing. No reaction at all to my impressive feat. I showed it to him even knowing there was a chance of failure since it's still so new. He must truly be slow-witted. I tried to provoke him into facing me but to no avail. It's like talking to a stone. Our interactions were a waste of time, so I flew off to find solace with Meadow. What's wrong with that guy? I remember that one. That memory. The Rook informed me that we have been asked to escort the princess to Lanayru. We're to see the princess off at dawn at the mountain's base and meet her there when she returns at sunset. Must I participate in this nonsense? Though I still remember that look on the princess's face. When she asked me to pilot the divine beast, she was not only determined, she seemed desperate. She's aware she can't fulfill her sacred duties and anyone can see how it weighs on her. It's difficult for me to comprehend the troubles of the talentless, but I'm trying. It's not like I dislike the princess, she tries the hardest, it's simply not good enough. No, I don't think I can spare the time to send her off in the morning, but perhaps I'll fly over to greet her at sunset. Perhaps that alleged sealing power will show her some mercy and finally awaken this time. Okay, so he actually is still a little pompous. But he is a shonen hero and he tries. Alright, that was fun.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
I'll get rid of it for you. Alright, well, that was nice. Got a little bit more lore on everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed that too. The diaries actually do add quite a bit of personality. I think I like them. Okay, chat. We are done with the lore. So the next time we play this game, we will be doing gameplay challenges, major side quests, and more of that stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys around soon. Have a good night.